The father of desert monasticism was Antony the Great, but its mother was a woman called Sinclética of Alexandria. She was born to a noble family in the city of Alexandria, just about 90 miles away from where I'm standing now, in 380 AD. Sinclética had everything going for her. She was wealthy, educated, and beautiful, and yet, from a young age, her one desire really was just to live for Jesus. Following the tragic death of her parents, Sinclética cut her hair very short, gave all the money that she had just inherited away to the poor, and moved into a crypt on the edge of the city in order to pursue there the life that she had really always wanted, which was totally devoted to ceaseless prayer. "My beloved's is mine, and I am his," she would often say, quoting Song of Songs 2:16. Sinclética was passionate, for sure, and yet she was not naive about the sheer effort and habit stacking involved in developing this divine romance. "It's like those who wish to light a fire," she said on one occasion. "At first, they are choked by the smoke and they cry, but it's by this means that they obtain what they seek. So we also must kindle the divine fire in ourselves through tears and hard work." One of the things I think I find refreshing about Sinclética's wisdom is the way she consistently uses very familiar, homely metaphors, like the one about laying a fire, to teach important spiritual truths. Unlike her male counterparts, she links spirituality to the simple domesticity of ordinary tasks, such as doing the laundry or cleaning the house, maintaining personal hygiene. In fact, one of her biographers says of Sinclética that she views prayer as a dynamic, embodied reality in a way that unusually appropriates women's bodies and women's work as useful means by which one might think about and speak of spiritual life. No wonder so many women were drawn to Sinclética's side, persuading her eventually, and actually quite reluctantly, to be the leader of their fledgling community. Reading the Desert Fathers and Mothers is often actually quite an unsettling experience, because for every pithy quote that just chimes really pleasantly with my own 21st century sensibilities, there are honestly quite a few others that seem disturbing or confusing or downright weird. Exhortations, for example, to extreme asceticism, which is self-denial. Stories about casual conversations with demons. And then there's always the one about the monk who threw himself into a thorn bush to overcome his lust. And yet in other ways, it's actually the very strangeness of these teachings that I think I most appreciate. In a culture of self-actualization, positive affirmation, I just feel like there's something refreshing about Sinclética saying starkly, for example, that she says the soul is destroyed by praise, and that it is impossible to be surrounded by worldly honor and yet at the same time to bear heavenly fruit. Just as wax melts when it's near fire, she says on one occasion, so the soul is destroyed by praise and loses all the results of its labor. I find this challenging. I mean, how good am I at hiding my holiness from others? And in a world, frankly, obsessed with outward appearance, in which the global beauty industry alone is worth $600 billion a year, I'm struck by Sinclética's single-minded pursuit of inward and eternal beauty instead of the kind that just comes and goes. How often do I spend longer showering, dressing, and sorting out my appearance in the morning than I do preparing my heart for the coming day in prayer? At the end of her life, Sinclética suffered terribly for 3 years with mouth cancer, which eventually took her voice and then her life, aged 80. Her words weren't cheap, therefore, when she said to her disciples in these final years, even if you are so ill that you cannot stand to pray or use your voice to say the Psalms, even if your whole body is afflicted by disease, your spiritual health is still increasing. What an assurance. And what a truly beautiful life Sinclética of Alexandria lived.